don't finish above 500 in their own conference, should they be able to get into the NCAAs. I got thoughts on that, because what I think what's going to happen is probably different. It's the opening drive. He's JJ Buck. Gato Roberto's in. I'm Jeff. What's my name? Symbieta. On what network are we? We're on 95.9 FM and AM 670 Sports Animal.
The Sports Animal.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are one Eastern.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros.
All right, I got JJ Buck now. You there for me, Bob? Not for me. Is he there for the listeners? Hi, JJ Buck.
Hello.
All right, I got JJ Buck. You're back in the Cash Rally. That's C-A-C-H-E. I didn't even know how to say it the first time I went there. JJ's in Logan, Utah. 505-246-0610. I want to hit one thing Rudy said earlier. And I'm not in disagreement that he said teams with losing records in their conference shouldn't get into the NCAA tournament. That if you can't find a way to win in your own conference, that you shouldn't get in. And I don't know how many teams we're going to have like that right now. Ohio State's on the bubble; they're 9-8. Indiana's on the bubble; they're 8-9. I always go down to the SEC because there's always teams like down there that are like that. Georgia's 7-8 on the bubble. I don't know that they are. But here's the deal. First of all, it's never going to pass because the people who need it to pass are the people who are in that position. It's the SEC and the Big Ten. They're going to say, look, man, we don't have Air Force and San Jose State in our league to get healthy on and to build our records. We every night have to go out and we got to play Nebraska. The bottom of our league is Maryland and Oregon and Northwestern. The bottom of your league is San Jose State and Air Force. They're not totally wrong. I know that's your argument. But I agree. I think you should have to have as an at-large, a winning or at least 500 record in your league.
There's too much variance in that. The size of conferences,
sure,
who you play. Like, I think overall record matters more so than what you did in your conference. And if you look at it, the bubble teams are around 500 anyway. There's not a team that's going to get in the NCAA tournament.
Not this year. No, I'm looking at it this year. Yeah, I don't see one this year.
To me, I don't think that's a fair judgment on any team.
Is West Virginia at 7-8 in their conference? How would they do in the Mountain West? Colorado's 6-9.
Good.
Yeah, I think they. TCU's right there on the bubble. They're at 8-7 in their league. All right, Terry. Good morning. You're on the Sports Animal. Hello, Terry.
Good morning, Jeff. Good morning, JJ. Good morning, Bobcat. Not wearing a suit and tie, so I don't know if my call will be successful today, but I'll try anyway.
Yeah.
So there's 31 automatic bids. So 23 of those won't be, and that's if it goes chalk, 23 won't be even in the top 50. So, yeah, if you say you got to be 500, how much do you water things down? It's tough because I see it both ways where people want to try, but some of the conferences like the Mountain West next year, I don't see more than a one bid league next year, but that's life. I'll throw in my little part about the bubble. You have teams in the Big 12, obviously I follow a lot. TCU and then UCF have beaten what we would call non-bubble teams, like beating Kansas, beating Iowa State, stuff like that. So I don't know if that's going to be a tiebreaker, which would make some people happy and then other people not. I mean, pretty much the Lobos, I guess Utah State might be the one that would be maybe considered a non-bubble, but the direction they're going on is a bubble. So, when you watch and there's 800 games going around the country and you get down to, like I said, you got 23, that leaves 45 spots. So there'll be 10 to 15 teams, and then they hash it out amongst themselves. Like you said, Jerry Palm has one compare teams against each other, and then we have to look, since none of us are on the committee, I'm sure we all applied and they just didn't pick us.
That's right.
That they will just, what direction are they going in? Are they going in big time wins? Are they going over whichever or point differential and everything like that? So, yeah, it happened. My daughter's team in soccer 12, 14 years ago, the NMA tried to make a statement by not letting them in because they played a really tough schedule, and so they gave it to a team or two teams that they would have beaten 100 teams out of 100. So it's the committee makes the decision and see who gets in. But what we know is you got a chance. Just win your conference tournament and you're in, and they won't keep you out. And from that standpoint, we'll do it. But you guys have a great day. Safe travels for JJ on his wonderful tour up north. I guess, next year maybe he gets to go to Hawaii.
Ooh.
That's a little better.
For like an overnight. Yeah, for an overnight. Yeah, you'll spend more time in the air than you do on the ground. So.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Well, still that little time on the ground.
That's right.
Okay, so you guys have a great day. Take care.
See you, Terry. All right, 505-246-0610. Ruben, good morning. You're on the Sports Animal. Hello, Ruben.
Good morning, Riviera. Hey, I've been listening about the big man coaching, all that stuff. I don't think that's a big problem. We know what happened in Nevada. We didn't or for 3 minutes, Miss Petro.
Yeah.
My question to you, though, is I think you have good knowledge. We lost to Boise and Utah State because of threes. And I know they were very hot. So my question to you is, is there a way we could have stopped those threes? I'm going to hang up, and I'd like to hear your answer.
Yeah, that's
Thank you.
really fair. Yeah, Ruben, and this was a big, JJ, this was a big conversation early in the every game. It felt early in the season, somebody on the opposition got hot, really hot, right? I don't care if it was Alabama State, Florida Gulf Coast, New Mexico State, whomever Lobos were playing early. And I don't, well, I mean, Nevada. Could you have stopped the amount of 3-pointers that Boise State hit against you? There were, I got to go back and look at the games, but there were some, if I recall, that were open shots, and there were others that, I mean, guys hit contested shots. Could they have stopped it? I imagine if, you played a junk defense or something, but which nobody's really fond of, going and trying to shut down a hot shooter. If I recall, the Boise State game up there, it feels like forever ago. But JJ, that felt like a couple of guys got hot, right? If I recall that correctly.
I remember an offensive struggle in the game, Boise State and New Mexico up in Idaho. Yeah, it's
a fair question, right?
Mm-hmm. Now the Lobos give up a lot of threes, kind of.
They do.
Something that happens in this defense, but they're not a good individual defensive team, dude. Like, we can talk about effort and how you're proud of effort, but like, Albury's got some athleticism. Bullion's not a good one-on-one defender. Jake Hall is the effort guy. Chol hasn't really flashed much one-on-one. Like, so I think what they're doing is, hey, we want to try to keep teams out of the lane, and we'll give up threes. And if the team happens to get hot, they get hot.
So the answer is no. And then, I mean, to his question, could they have done something about it?
Well, obviously, it's the coaching staff doesn't think it's a problem because this has been their style of play all season long.
No. And when you win, like, it's like anything else, man. I mean, you win, everything's life is grooving, everybody's happy, and there's nothing wrong with it. And you lose the game, and especially a tough one, and that's part of it. I'm not mad at anybody for questioning, for being critical. I it's a really interesting way to look at it. How he asked the question, could something have been done? Sometimes the other guys make shots, man.
And the Drew Fielder game was an outlier.
Which
it was the guy. That
was the Boise
State game at home.
Yeah,
that dude was attempting like 2 or 3 threes a game. He's a forward.
He hit 5,
and he hit like 5,
yeah.
And you say, all right, close out on him. Yes, I understand that, but sometimes like that one is a game where like there's an outlier.
Okay, and that game, right? So you're right? That was a 4-man or who came out and had hit like 2 or 3 all season, hit 5 in that game, and these are, I'm hearing, well, we need to play the bigs together. Well, that meant Bullion or Rock would have been guarding that guy, and he'd have been open all night. In that scenario, right?
Yeah.
So, sometimes the other guys who also are on scholarship, whose coaches also get paid, sometimes they make plays. All right, we'll wrap it when we get back. 505-246-0610. Your emails continue to come in. Jeff at sportsanimalabq.com. JJ at sportsanimalabq.com. Hey, what is the most important thing? I know, it seemed to me it's your health. How do you feel? If you've been feeling worn out, gaining weight, fatigue, just not feeling like you used to, it could be more than stress or just getting older. Your hormones could be out of balance. Hormone imbalance can affect both men and women. That's why I tell you about Vita Vital Medical. They're right here in Albuquerque with licensed providers who focus on hormone and wellness care for everyone. They offer testosterone replacement therapy for men, women's sexual health treatments for concerns related to hormones, aging, childbirth, or stress, and they provide peptide therapy and medical weight loss programs. They tailor their programs to your specific needs. They listen to you. What is it you want? What's going on with you? What is your goal? Best part is it's proven to work, and it makes you feel better. Start the path to feeling like you again. Call Vita Vital Medical at 505-240-8559. 505-240-8559. They're online at VitaVitalMedical.com. That's V-I. D as in David, A, V-I-T as in Thomas, A-L, medical.com. Vita Vital Medical, Albuquerque's hormone health experts.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Marty Size in Albuquerque today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. For over 20 years, Evergard Roofing and Solar has been committed to customer service. Locally owned and operated, Evergard offers both commercial and residential roofing and solar services. For more info, please call 505-821-9543. Evergard Roofing and Solar are proud supporters of ProView Sports Network and New Mexico Youth Athletics.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
I might not be in the cage as much anymore. Just like riding a bicycle, I can pick up the fight from where I left off. I'm not some slick-haired outsider posing with borrowed gloves. I grew up here. New Mexico is in my blood. I'm a New Mexican fighting for other New Mexicans. I'm Adam Oki. I'll be your champion in the courtroom.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gala Chevrolet has handed down value.
All right, we'll be in Vegas here really soon for the Mountain West Conference Tournament. Looking forward to the coverage there. Always a good time, assuming my credential gets approved, KJ. My credential hasn't been approved. Because yours, you get those good seats. But we'll be there, and we're going to say thank you to our partners who are making sure that we are there for you. Frontier Restaurants, an Albuquerque tradition. For red and green chili, fresh flour tortillas, and that fresh sweet roll. Eco Electric, your P&M authorized car charger installer. Airport parking, safe, secure, and the lowest price to park at the Sunport. Frank's Supply Company, the complete source for every tool you need for every job. John Thomas Jewelers, where Albuquerque gets engaged. And Sandia Resort and Casino, close to home, far from ordinary. Opening drive, Jeff Symbieta, JJ Buck wrapping you up. What time you got to check out that hotel? You packed? You ready to go? It's like you changed your shirt. You're in your travel gear. You're ready to move. I mean, I do that when I'm on the road all the time, man. I'm wearing 3 different things. I'm ironing during break.
Packing. I think we leave around noon.
Oh, you can take a nap. I mean, either that or you're going to go to the gym, aren't you? Did you find the gym?
Well, nice hotel weight room.
Yeah, that's what you're going to do. I know JJ Buck. I've traveled. He's the one when we were in Vegas, Bob. He got up and went to the gym. I'm like, ooh, and then he told me something I didn't even know. He's like, you can't drink water. Oh, no.
It's hard to find, but I think it.
Who knew? Yeah, I learned a lot when I was on that trip with JJ.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
should always learn something new.
Yeah. Mud says on the text line, not having the bigs in the paint against bigger guys like Utah State, Boise State, San Diego State, we will not win. He says you cannot beat Utah State, Boise State, or San Diego State without playing the two of them together. Is what I okay. Steve says, fellas, can you please verify? Lobo Talk is tonight, 6 o'clock on the Sports Animal. Many thanks. Go Lobos. Bob, what's the schedule say? I think it's right. I'm pretty sure it's tonight. No, how can you? No?
Lobo Talk is the only thing we have scheduled.
That's what I just said.
Yeah, 6 o'clock.
Why are you telling me no? 6 o'clock tonight.
Because the coffee has decreased its effectiveness.
All right, verified. Yes, tonight. All right, David says, Boise State lost on the road, 53 points. All right, so the Lobo. Okay, let's talk about the Lobo. Utah State, home loss, 66 points. Nevada loss on the road, 60. Too often in these losses, the offense is stagnant, and we're relying on freshmen who've been really good this year to create his own shot with the shot clock running down, or the point guard who isn't really a point guard, put his head down and force his way to the basket, usually out of control. There are no off-the-ball backside screens for your best shooter to help get him open. A lot of it is one-on-one dribble drive, create your own shot, and if you force a double team, then comes a kick out. Too hard to do consistently against good defensive teams. Also, there's no reliable inside scorer to get you a bucket when you need one, and that just makes it even harder, although the system doesn't really seem to even want a guy to go inside. Just more of a pick-and-pop guy. It's worked 21 wins so far, but against the better teams, it has not. We'll see Saturday afternoon and again next week in Logan. And it's hard to play the bigs together because Rock has trouble guarding any big guy that can stretch the floor, and Bouillon would have to guard a 4. That'd be tougher guard for him away from the basket. They're doing the best they can with what they have. It's been surprisingly good for most of the season. We'll see if they can steal a few against teams more talented than they are. From David. All right, that's fair. There's a lot that's fair in there, JJ.
Yeah, I think that's a really good synopsis of this team. I always wonder too, like, what is a point guard in some people's mind?
A guy who just distributes. In many people's mind, a point guard just distributes the ball and gets it to other people, right? And then I would argue Donovan Dent's a hell of a point guard, right? He had 7 assists, no turnovers the other day, and scored 30 points for UCLA when they beat USC.
It's well as styles. A lot of teams don't have a traditional point guard anymore. With the offenses you run, someone brings the ball up, but there's not a lot of dudes around the country that are averaging 8-9 assists per game. And Albury's more of a driver, and that's what Eric Olin has asked him to do all season long. I think the off the ball stuff is a really good comment. It was they're running stuff for J. Call, and teams are taking it away. So what's the next to that? Do you run him off more of those baseline screens? Is that what they want him doing in the offense? Does he have the stamina to be JJ Redick right now, where he is just going corner to corner, running like crazy in the offense, like all that stuff? That's the breakdown I love right there, as opposed to just telling me throw 2 bigs on the floor and then do what,
and then do what with it. So right. and what is it you want? Like what you've been asking, what is it you want to see when you throw the two bigs on the floor? What is it you're expecting? And like I'll tell you this, I've always loved the high-low game with two bigs. High post, low post, that game. I've got a big one who I think's got a pretty good touch from the outside in Rock. Bouillon, I'm going to tell you what I feel with Bouillon, because offensively, I feel like he's frustrated because some of these bigs have shut him down in league play, right?
He hasn't just been able to overpower them.
That's correct. And I think in where he comes from, I think there was a sense of he was the biggest, strongest man there when he played in that Croatian league, which makes me, and again, I've never watched one Croatian league basketball. I don't know if you have or not. I don't get that channel. It's not on my path.
It's on the CW.
Yeah, I don't get that. So I haven't. Makes me realize that Division I college basketball in the Mountain West might be a higher level of professional basketball than the Croatian league, right?
Not bad. No, and the thing too with, I think a lot of people, the two bigs, it's because it's Cameron Barris, Alex Kirk, and the Lobos crushed that.
Okay.
But what they could do is both of them not only had good footwork inside, they could shoot basketball. And so you had to respect either one of them if they had the ball in the high.
With all due respect, and this is nothing against a developing JT Rock, and I think he's honestly in the infancy of who he's going to be as a basketball player. I think just watching him over the last 2.5 months, I think his game has grown exponentially simply because he's gotten playing time and gotten confidence. And as good as Bouillon is, he's a freshman at this level. I say this with utmost respect, and those guys aren't Kirk and Barris. Cameron Barris was a first-round NBA pick, right? Alex Kirk is still playing. He was. Or second round NBA pick?
Yeah, it was
first round.
Second round pick. And those guys, what they did, it was in year 3 and year 4. That for Barris, though, he exploded, and that combination was just. Oof.
Yeah, no, it was really good, and I get that. And so that's probably your answer, dude. When you ask, what is it that Lobo fan is looking for? That's probably the best answer I've heard yet. They're looking for the reincarnation of that. Right? All right, good stuff. Thank you to Jerry Palm from Palm Brackets. He spent some time with us today. The Heard with Colin Coward is next. The Jim Rome Show will follow that. Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas comes in at 4 o'clock. And Lobo Talk from Sandia Resort and Casino will be on at 6 o'clock. Bob, thanks for getting up this morning. Appreciate you a lot. We'll do it again tomorrow.
Yes, and we're going to hoe tomorrow.
All right. It's because it's Friday. It's what we do.
Yeah.
We're back tomorrow morning with award-winning radio starting at 7 a.m. He is J.J. Buck. I am merely Jeff Symbieta. Big day for you.
Huge day.
All right. Safe travels and enjoy it. We'll talk to you from Reno tomorrow. Have a safe, great day, boys and girls. Be good to each other. Be kind, loving, caring, and sharing. We'll smell you tomorrow.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletic. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sports shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. TurboThreads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for TurboThreads.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green synthetic putting greens and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets.